Hi, we are the team that is redesigning PH 90. The title of the course is Contemporary Issues in Health.
My name is Vicki Kranz. I'm a part of the team in the redesign for Contemporary Health Issues, PH 90.
And I'm Miguel Perez.
Elda Pinzon Perez from the Department of Public Health.
Okay. The key elements that we've identified that we are going to incorporate into our redesign is incorporating more video right into the PowerPoint so that we have visuals together with the lecture notes. We're also wanting to incorporate and align our learning outcomes with the SOAP assessments as well as to the department and the GE requirements.
The second item that we were asked to discuss with you via this video is related to how this course will be different from the courses in the past. And in the first place, we expect to create a platform that all the instructors could use, particularly instructors who are lecturers, part-time lecturers, and give them those materials for their adoption, of course respecting the individuality of the teacher, but as well creating some sort of common background. And the second one is the increased use of technology. We have learned lots of technologies that we are considering incorporating in a year time frame.
Some of the factors that we use in selecting elements is that we'd like to keep the redesign as a face-to-face course to begin with for the fall 2013 semester, and then possibly as we start to adjust with the increase of technology to moving towards also an online class. We also wanted to consider things, for example, like the accessibility of materials. So that was an important consideration, as well as also trying to retain the textbook that we had last semester so that we would have continuity into the redesign and also be able to address some of the issues being raised with affordable textbooks.
The next item in our presentation is how we expect to align our technologies with the learning outcome. And in the past, to be honest, we have had difficulties in getting all the instructors to align their course to the SOAP outcomes. So in this new course, we expect to align our technologies with the SOAP not only at the department level, but at the university level, and particularly in congruence with GE requirements for the learning outcomes. Also, we'll be developing rubrics for grading when we are presenting or evaluating written and oral assignments.
We also wanted to identify assessments and data that we could compare our new pilot course with the previous traditional delivery to make comparisons to see how this has improved the learning outcomes.
And this is related to the assessment tools that we will be using, and that is particularly, we have discussed that the assessment tools we'll be using are to identify two components. One is the assessment related to the SOAP and making sure that we analyze the outcomes related to SOAP at the department level and GE requirements. But second, we also will incorporate some general data that is required, such as student retention and improvement in writing outcomes. Next item is the time frame that we'll be using for this course.
We plan to launch the pilot for the fall 2013 semester. At that point, then, as we go through the course, look at what's working, what's not working, and then at the conclusion of the course, meet as a team again to not only look at the assessments, but also get a feel for what was working in the classroom with students as well as what did not work, and then revise the class accordingly to that.
The last item that we were asked to discuss with you is what critical things have we learned in these 2 weeks. And basically we are amazed with all the things that we can do in Blackboard, and also how much support staff we have from TILT and from Title V personnel, and how they are available to help us in this process. Also, we have learned the use of Blackboard Collaborate and how we can use it as part of the teaching, either as an online, completely online, or as a hybrid mode. And also, some of us have learned how to use the tablets into the classroom and how to use them for teaching purposes.
Some of the concerns that we have is that there's a very short turnaround time for fall 2013 semester. We have a lot of work to do, but at the same time, that's a very short period of time that we have to do it in. Also, for our assessments, we're concerned about the IRB approval and if it's going to be needed for what we would like to do. The third thing is, the concern would be the overload of technology that we can use in the classroom. We've learned so many new things, but that could be an overload for both us and for students in the classroom, as well as the students' potential level to use the technology that we want to incorporate in.
Overall, though, we're very excited about this opportunity to redesign a class that serves our students, not just in the department, but at the university level. So it's been a great experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.